Hey Ant2 fans. I was going through some documents on Google Drive and I found a script that I wanted to go through with you. So my older videos, they used to be quite scripted. Now I don't have time for that. I can't bother. Um, but this was written on the 13th of September in 2015. It was a 300 subscriber special. Reading this, I can really see how I've changed as a person. Like, it's that I don't know what the humor even is. I've only sort of skimmed through it a little bit, but so I'll go through it. 319 subscribers. Wow, it feels like only yesterday that you were my brother's fake account to give me my first subscriber. It's true. Look at you now, all grown up. I should have made this video sooner, but I wanted to say something more than just I have 300. Look how good I am. But nothing's happened in the last few weeks, or nothing of interest. I've been working hard towards swimming and driving lessons and things. Driving lessons? Bloody hell, that's ages ago. I do have my theory driving test on the 15th, so maybe something will happen. Might even take you with me if you're good. Sorry, I keep forgetting you're not a child anymore. You're a man. Okay. Whatever you want. And so on my quest for something to fill up this video, I remembered a comment that I got a few months ago from someone I don't think he watches anymore, saying, "Hey Ant, hi. For 300 subscribers, you should do a Draw My Life." At first I thought, asterisk on toilet. It's a bit outdated, isn't it? Like that would be one of those like cutaway things where I'm acting. It's just like, why? Why even do it? It's not funny, but whatever. I don't know. And then I remembered that I'm desperate. So don't expect too much from this. I haven't lived a very eventful life so far. I hope something fairly eventful or interesting happens before I'm 80. That's quite sad. It got slightly more eventful. I mean, in the last 3 years, a few things have happened. He was really worried at the time. So without further ado, here is my life in the form of shapes. No, but the form or shapes and markings for your visual benefit and understanding. Also known as a Draw My Life. Wow, I love it when you use long words to sound funny. So here we go. Here is, well, I'm not going to draw it because sod that. How in depth do I go? One day in a caravan park in Devon, my mum and dad, then it, hyphen. I'm guessing not that in depth. That was a sex joke. I think we should start from the earliest memory I have. It must have been when I was about 3 and I got pushed onto a frog on a deflated swimming pool and it croaked. I told you not to expect much. What are you on about? That is content. You'll care for that. I remember that though. I was, well, pushed onto a frog. Yeah. Another early memory I have is being at play school and the teacher gave me a bowl of rice with chopsticks. I remember trying and failing to pick up single grains of rice. You're right, actually. No, this is a really fucking boring Draw My Life. That would be shit. I don't want to get too deep in this, like most people do, so I'm going to skip all the memorable bits, like when my first and only girlfriend left me for someone else in year 2. Hang on, but then go on to explain it. Why did I say I was going to skip it? I remember it well. She came up to me in the middle of the town outside Woolworths, shout out to Woolworth, and said, "I've 2-timed on you," and I didn't know what that meant. When we went back to school, I found out who had stolen my girlfriend, Tony. Poor guy, was blind. Yeah, good sympathy. But he was still able to seduce my girlfriend. That's why I've always hated being called Tony. The next year I moved to a different school where within the first few days I was too scared to go to the toilet due to Mrs. Crampon. She was a bitch. Mrs. Crampon's terrifying face. So scared, in fact, that I actually peed myself a lot. I will never forget the girl next to me who called out, "Anthony's trousers are leaking." Probably the most embarrassing thing to ever happen, ever. It's so embarrassing, guys. That's why I'm talking about it in a video. Because it's so relatable and awkward, and ha ha ha. We're nearly at the end, by the way. In the summer holidays before secondary school, I ate so much food and put on a ton of weight out of nerves. I was like a balloon. I was told that you get bog washed by the older students, and And an all boys school was my biggest nightmare. We all know what bog wash is, right? When your head gets flushed down the toilet. Cool. Then over the next few years, I started making YouTube videos about things that happened in my life at the time. The last memorable thing to happen was meeting Pete, like Pete Capaldi. And apart from that, not much has gone on. Yeah, I did videos for like 4 years, up until that moment. I'm just saying, yeah, nothing happened. Remember that I'm only 18, so I've not got a big origin story to what I am now, as I'm still trying to work out what to do with my life. To be continued. And then it says, in brackets, I'll make a proper one of these if I ever become someone interesting. Christ, that is tragic. Poor Stan. He was going through some hard stuff. Yeah, poor guy. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Completely unedited. How about that? I didn't even cut out my stumbling because I don't give a shit. Do I say over and out on the second channel? Why not? Over and out.